Here is the uncomfortable truth. Thailand nightlife is not a young man's game. A calm 50-year-old who knows what he wants can fit in better than a nervous 25-year-old trying to prove he belongs. So if you are over 40, planning your first trip to Thailand and quietly wondering whether you have already left it too late, the answer is simple. No, you are not too old. And I am not going to feed you that empty age is only a number nonsense. Some venues can make you feel ancient within 10 minutes, but that usually means you chose the wrong room, not the wrong country. After enough nights in Bangkok, Pattaya and Patong, I can tell you that men over 40 are not the exception. In some parts of Thailand's nightlife, they are the main crowd. In this video, I will give you 7 practical reasons why your first Thailand nightlife trip after 40 may be easier than you think. I will show you where you will fit naturally, where age can work in your favor, and where you should not waste your time. Let's start with the fear many men will never admit. You imagine walking into a Thailand nightlife area and everyone immediately noticing the older guy who arrived 20 years too late. In Pattaya, that fear will probably disappear within 5 minutes. Walk through Walking Street, Soi Buakau, LK Metro or Soi 6, and you will see men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s throughout these areas. They are not unusual visitors. They are a regular part of the nightlife crowd. Bangkok is more mixed, but a mature man arriving alone at Nana Plaza, Soi Cowboy, or Patong will barely register. These districts have welcomed the same broad age range for decades. I have been around Southeast Asia's nightlife long enough to watch myself move into the same age group I once considered older. Surprisingly, I feel more comfortable now, not less. That does not mean every venue will suit you. Some young local clubs may feel completely wrong, but in the nightlife areas most first-time visitors come to explore, age is rarely the real problem. You will probably feel much older inside your hotel worrying about going out than you will after 10 minutes of looking around. The second fear may be even bigger than age itself. Walking into a nightlife area completely alone. Will everyone notice? Will you look lost? In Bangkok, Pattaya and Patong, most likely not. Solo customers enter bars, sit at counters, and move between venues every night. Many bars are open to the street, so you can see the atmosphere before sitting down. A man arriving alone is already part of the normal crowd. As strange as that may sound for someone covering nightlife, the majority of my trips are solo, and most nights I explore alone as well. Well, let's put it this way. Working alone is simply more efficient. I can check a venue, leave when it is weak, and change the plan without negotiating with anyone else. But I have learned something more valuable. There is nothing wrong with a night out with your mates, but a group can easily carry the same bubble from home. The same conversations, the same decisions, and the same routine, with Thailand becoming little more than the background. When you are alone, you naturally observe more, interact with different people, and adapt to the local rhythm much faster. For your first night, keep it simple. Choose an easy warm-up bar, sit at the counter and watch what is happening. Nobody knows whether this is your first night in Thailand or your 50th. Being alone may initially make you feel more exposed than being over 40, but that feeling usually disappears even faster. The third reason is simple. Thailand nightlife is not one thing. Social media usually shows its loudest version. Packed dance floors, EDM, flashing lights, and crowds that appear to be half your age. If that is the only version you see, it is easy to assume you no longer belong. But that is only one corner of the nightlife ecosystem. Thailand offers an unusually wide menu. Yes, there are nightclubs, but also go-go bars, gentlemen's clubs, KTV lounges, live music, rooftops, open-air beer bars, and much more. In Bangkok, Pattaya, and Patong, completely different types of venues can be only a few minutes apart. One evening might move from rooftop drinks to an established nightlife district and finish with late-night food. When you have had enough of the noise, you can end the night with a foot or traditional Thai massage instead of forcing yourself through another round. The point is not that you should avoid high-energy places because you are older. If you enjoy EDM and crowded dance floors, go for it. I still enjoy intense places when the mood is right. I simply do not force them into every night because somebody online decided that this is where the party is. That range allows you to control the intensity. One night can be loud and chaotic. The next can be relaxed, social, and finished without waiting for sunrise. You are not required to party like a 25-year-old to experience Thailand after dark. You only need to find the version of its nightlife that you genuinely enjoy. The fourth reason is that Thailand does not give you one nightlife city. It gives you several very different versions, and choosing the right one can matter more than your age. Bangkok offers the widest variety and remains my personal favorite. Lower Sukhumvit, Patong, rooftops, and the city's larger clubs can produce completely different nights. If one area disappoints, Bangkok gives you enough alternatives to change the plan. The trade-off is that the city is spread out, more expensive, and requires better planning. Pattaya is probably the easiest place for a mature solo visitor to blend in without trying. The crowd covers a wide age range, and most major nightlife areas are close enough to connect on foot, by bot bus, or with a short ride. You may not love every part of Pattaya, but you are unlikely to feel too old for it. Patong in Phuket is the easiest to understand on a first visit. Most of the action is concentrated around Bangla Road, so one walk gives you a quick overview. It is convenient and energetic, but it can also feel more touristy, chaotic, and repetitive after several nights. The mistake is choosing a city by reputation instead of choosing it by fit. A man who finds Patong exhausting may love Bangkok's variety. Someone who finds Bangkok too complicated may feel completely comfortable in Pattaya. So the right question is not only, am I too old for Thailand nightlife? It is also, which city actually fits the kind of night I want? The fifth reason is that your first night does not require one big decision. Thailand nightlife allows you to make a series of small ones. The individual nightlife districts are usually concentrated enough to explore on foot. Nana, Soy Cowboy, Central Pattaya, and Bangla Road each give you several options within a relatively small area. Before choosing anything, walk through the district once and see how it feels. Many open front bars let you check the crowd, music, and atmosphere before sitting down. Most tourist bars do not require a promoter, guest list, or reservation. Premium clubs and special venues may work differently, but you can normally ask about the entrance charge or any minimum spend before walking in. My approach is simple. Choose one place, order one drink, and watch what is happening. Check the menu, keep an eye on the bill, and decide whether the room works for you. If it does, stay. If it does not, settle the bill and move. Another option is usually only a few minutes away. English is workable in the main tourist areas, while Google Maps and ride-hailing apps remove much of the logistical uncertainty. You do not need to depend on the first stranger who offers to organize your entire night. Your objective on the first evening is not to understand everything or discover the perfect venue. It is to learn how the area works without losing control of the night. Walk once, test one place, check the bill, and move if it does not feel right. The sixth reason may annoy some younger viewers. Being over 40 can actually improve your Thailand nightlife experience. Not because everyone suddenly finds you more attractive, and not because you automatically have more money. Those are easy fantasies. The real advantage is control. By this stage of life, you usually know which environments you enjoy. You have less need to impress strangers, you can set a budget, and you are more comfortable saying no or leaving a weak venue without trying to rescue the night. When I was younger, I was more likely to stay too long because I wanted the evening to work. Now that I belong to this age group myself, I am comfortable paying the bill, walking out, and finding something better. Of course, age does not automatically create wisdom. Thailand has enough older visitors making spectacularly bad decisions to prove that. Getting older only helps if you actually use the experience you have collected. Youth gives you energy. Maturity can give you control, and control is usually more useful in Thailand nightlife. The final reason is the simplest. Thailand nightlife does not set your pace. You do not need to start at midnight, visit 10 venues, drink heavily, or stay until sunrise. You also do not need to copy a younger traveler's itinerary simply because his night looked exciting online. A complete night can be dinner, one warm-up drink, a busy venue for the energy, and a quieter final stop near your hotel. You still experience Thailand after dark without sacrificing the entire following day. Now for the honest part. A man in his 50s can walk into a young Thai nightclub and immediately feel ancient. That feeling is real, and there is no reason to pretend otherwise. But it does not prove that he is too old for Thailand nightlife. It proves that one particular room does not suit him. Leave that club, move somewhere with live music, try a rooftop, or sit inside a relaxed Pattaya bar. 10 minutes later, the discomfort may disappear. Do not judge an entire city, and certainly not an entire country, by one room that was wrong for you. Build the night around the energy you have now, not the way you think you are supposed to party. Your age does not change between venues. The room does. Honestly, I could keep going and give you 7 more reasons. But by now, the point should be clear. If you are over 40 and planning your first trip to Thailand, you have not missed your chance. Men our age are completely normal here. Arriving alone is normal, and the nightlife is varied enough to match almost any pace, budget, or comfort level. I am living proof of that. If you want to learn more about Thailand and the wider Southeast Asian nightlife scene, subscribe to the channel. You will find more honest, street-level guides, current footage, and practical warnings here. And if you are still hesitating, have more questions, or want help preparing for your trip, join the Lazy Nomad Club. You will find all the links in the description below. Thanks for tagging along with Lazy Nomad. Until our paths cross again in the neon-lit streets of Southeast Asia, keep exploring, but always keep it lazy. Good night, and see you on the next adventure.